Good morning and welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to be reading from Dancing with Shiva, Hinduism's contemporary catechism written by Sadhguru Sivaya Subramania Swami, a richly illustrated source book of Indian spirituality in question and answer form, exploring how to know the divine, honor all creation, and see God everywhere, in everyone. Today's lesson is lesson 42, and we're going to begin by reading the caption for the facing page. To most people, the world seems as solid, powerful, and real as the elephant does to these men. Fully identified with the five senses, they are enthralled by the novelty of the physical plane, immersed in its charms and unaware of the worlds within. Lesson 42. What is the nature of the physical plane? Shloka 42. The physical plane, or Bhuloka, is the world of gross or material substance in which phenomena are perceived by the five senses. It is the most limited of worlds, the least permanent, and the most subject to change. Om. Bhashya. The material world is where we have our experiences, manufacture karma, and fulfill the desires and duties of life in a physical body. It is in the Bhuloka that consciousness is limited, that awareness of the other two worlds is not always remembered. It is the external plane, made of gross matter, which is really just energy. The world is remarkable in its unending variety and enthralling novelty. Mystics call it the unfoldment of Prakriti, primal nature, and liken it to a bubble on the ocean's surface. It arises, lives, and bursts to return to the source. This physical world, though necessary to our evolution, is the embodiment of impermanence, of constant change. Thus we take care not to become overly attached to it. It is mystically subjective, not objective. It is dense, but not solid. It is sentient, even sacred. It is rocks and rainbows, liquid, gas, and conflagration, all held in a setting of space. The Vedas affirm, the knower, the author of time, the possessor of qualities and all knowledge. It is he who envelops the universe. Controlled by him, this work of creation unfolds itself, that which is regarded as earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Om Namah Shivaya. Good morning and welcome to today's video. In this video, we're reading from Living with Shiva, Hinduism's contemporary culture, written by Sadhguru Sivaya Subramania Swami. 365 daily lessons based on ancient Vedic laws, disclosing how to approach family, money, relationships, technology, food, worship, yoga, and karma to live a truly spiritual life. Today's lesson is lesson 42, and the topic is how monks fulfill dana. It is very important for sadhus, sannyasins, swamis, sadhakas, any mendicant under vows to perform dana. True, they are giving all of their time, but that is fulfillment of their vrata. True, they are not giving dashamamsha because they are not employed and have no income. For them, dana is giving the unexpected in unexpected ways. Serving tea for 7 days to the tyrannical sadhu that assisted them by causing an attack of anava, of personal ego within them, in thanks to him for being the channel of their prarabdha karmas and helping them in the next step of their spiritual unfoldment. Dana is making an unexpected wreath of sacred leaves and flowers for one's guru and giving it at an unexpected time. Dana is cooking for the entire group and not just for a few or for oneself alone. When one has reached an advanced stage on the spiritual path, in order to go further, the law requires giving back what one has been given. Hearing oneself speak the divine teachings and being uplifted and fulfilled by filling up and uplifting others allows the budding adept to go through the next portal. Those who have no desire to counsel others, teach or pass on what they have learned, are still in the learning stages themselves, dramatically dealing with one or more of the restraints and practices. The passing on of jnana, wisdom, through counseling, consoling, teaching sanadana dharma, and the only one final conclusion, monistic Shaiva Siddhanta, Advaita Ishvaravada, is a fulfillment and completion of the cycle of learning for every monastic. This does not mean that he mouths indiscriminately what he has been told and memorized, but rather that he uses his philosophical knowledge in a timely way according the immediate needs of the listener. For wisdom is the timely application of knowledge. The dana sadhana, of course, for sadhakas, sadhus, yogis, and swamis, as they have no cash, is to practice dana in kind, physical doing until they are finally able to release the sanadana dharma from their own lips as a natural outgrowth of their spirituality, spirit, shakti, bolt of lightning outpouring, because they are so filled up. Those who are filled up with the divine truths, in whom, when that fullness is pressed down, compacted, locked in, it still oozes out and runs over, are those who pass on the sanadana dharma. They are the catalysts not only of this adult generation, but the one before it still living, and of children and the generations yet to come. Sutra 42 of the Nandinada Sutras. The illusion of evil. Shiva's followers all believe there is no intrinsic evil. Evil has no source, unless the source of evil seeming be ignorance itself. They are truly compassionate, knowing that ultimately there is no good or bad. All is Shiva's will. Om. Good morning and welcome to today's video. In this video, we're going to be reading from Merging with Shiva, Hinduism's Contemporary Metaphysics, written by Sadhguru Sivaya Subramanian Swami. 365 enlightenment lessons from a mystical master, revealing the depths of Raja Yoga, the clear white light, the states of mind, and the ultimate spiritual destiny of every seeker. Today's lesson is Lesson 42, and the topic is Maturity of Being. Now we begin to see the vastness, and yet the simplicity of the superconscious mind as awareness flows through it. Nothing is there for awareness to attach itself to. When aware of something other than itself, awareness is in its natural state in sub-superconsciousness. Occasionally, in superconsciousness, we can feel and actually inwardly see the inner body, the body of the soul, and we can feel this body inside the physical body. This is the body of light. Then we know through feeling and seeing that this body has existed and will exist forever and ever and ever, and we enjoy moving within the energies of this inner body. As we feel them, we become so quiet, so centered, that awareness is aware of itself so intently that we are right on the brink of the absolute, ready to dissolve, to merge into that which is man's heritage on earth to realize, the maturity of his being, the self-God. We grow up physically, we grow up emotionally, we acquire a lot of knowledge. We must acquire the best knowledge, the cream of all knowledge. This is the knowledge of the path to enlightenment. And then, as awareness soars within, we begin to experience the realm of superconsciousness, man's natural state. Then we have our ultimate experience, awareness dissolving into itself, beyond superconsciousness itself. After self-realization, you're looking at the film, the movie of the actors and actresses, including yourself, previously seen as real. Being more sub-superconsciously conscious of the light projected on the back of the film than of the pictures displayed, which were seen as real before this awakening. And that's the end of today's lesson. Take care of yourself, have a beautiful day, and we'll see you in the next video. Om Namah Shivaya.